is actually a Marine who lost his family. What's good, Poppy?
What's good, Poppy?
Man? Hola, amigo. Primo. You know what I'm saying? It's my man right there. So,
my bad. You mute right now. Is your hold up. You good? All right. What's good, Poppy?
Yo, what's good, fellas?
What's good? What's good?
What's good with you, bro? What's good with you, family?
Yo, Black Live, what's
Chillin',
good,
chillin'.
my nigga?
What's good with your fam? What's going on? You already know.
It's getting hard. On my shit. I'm on daddy duties right now.
I ain't even mad at it. But check this out though, the whole Frank Castle allegory, right? Frank Castle. Do you know why Frank Castle is Frank Castle? Frank Castle used to be I think he was in the Marines. And then what ended up happening is, if you know anything about Marvel Comics, the Kingpin killed his family. So he was a man that was married. And him losing his wife and his family caused him to turn into a vigilante. So his whole purpose is to avenge, the family that he loved, which clearly, obviously, came from his wife. While you have these dudes up here calling it Frank Castle, disrespecting women, while the whole purpose of Frank Castle transitioning to the Punisher was to avenge his love of his life that was taken from him by a crime. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And he was in the FBI, so it's coincidental that he would choose that character too.
Yup.
Do you really believe he was in the FBI, bro?
Who?
I was like,
he wasn't.
I think he was, but I think he was more like on the desk or something, like writing, like.
He wasn't out there getting active.
He wasn't on the field, my nigga.
Yeah. I don't see Myron chasing somebody down or nothing like that, or getting a shootout or nothing.
Hey man, when Yende showed up to his door, he grabbed the gun.
but he looked real more so gun range guy.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. I saw Grind and Motivate's video about the chase where Myron was running. You mean to tell me that wasn't real footage? I'm disappointed, man.
Bro,
am I the only one here that thought this was real?
I want to know, man. When did you come up with the idea for that skit, too, man? That was funny as hell.
It was there, man. It was like they gave me all the content I needed. Dude.
Yeah, I've been watching Fresh Fit, and I've been saying, like, CEO, he's losing weight. I remember when he was getting stumped by Allende in that video that Grind and Motivate did. He's lost a lot of that gut now.
Hold on. We should. Hey, chat. We gonna play the video. Y'all got to see what we talking about here, because like it won't make sense about what we're laughing at if you don't see this man's video, man. It's crazy. Hold on, let me.
I don't watch too many like YouTube shit, my nigga. But this nigga Grind and Motivate shit is funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Man, I was rolling, and my kid came in the living room asking me if I was crazy, yo. I was like, this nigga crazy right here, son.
Oh man, nah, that's facts. What was it called?
I like the last one that you did, man. Like. You did like the superhero costume, like you working now.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I think I was Donovan Sharp on that one.
Yeah, that one was funny. Yeah, the
needle tits.
And when you do Fresh, my nigga, that shit be killing me, bro. You know that I got an accent, right? But you be doing Fresh like to the teeth, my nigga. That shit be killing me, yo.
Oh man, I'm trying to figure out which one it was.
One of those videos from like 3 weeks ago, maybe.
3 weeks ago. I'm looking
but real shit though. I heard this, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that like Donovan Sharp is actually like deathly ill with C19.
I heard that too. Yeah.
So I hope I wish that brother. I don't really mess with his content all like that, but I don't never want to see nobody meet no bad demise like that. So I hope he recovers from that.
Yeah. No, real talk.
It's entertaining, bro. I saw a couple of his shit. He's like, I don't believe none of his shit though, but it's entertaining, my nigga. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all entertaining for all these dudes, my nigga. They're not really telling you real shit, yo.
They're really not.
Like, most of the shit they say, my nigga, do not work in the real world, bro. Hey, come on, bro.
Right.
So if you a nerd, my nigga, and you get a girl, guess what? She's still gonna look at you like a sucker. She's gonna
point to the video. Yeah, let me know which video it. Grind.
Okay, let me see where it is. Oh, it's this one down here. The one where he's sprinkling the money on Allende down there.
Oh, right here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The world of health insurance can seem.
And then I got the time stamp down in the description.
Oh, bet.
Yeah, it's always at the end, I believe.
Yeah.
Yo, Myron, I'm here with the girls, Myron.
Hold on. Come on, don't freeze on me. Come on. Oh, damn. All right, let's do the time step. Hold on.
Today I'm coming back to your boys fresh and fit, man. Because I was gonna stop making videos about it, and somebody was in the comment like, "Man, we like the videos, man. Keep your foot on their neck." And I'm like, no more. And I had some guy come in the comments like, "You Negroes are."
Damn, hold up. This damn internet.
Myron doesn't have silverware.
Hold up.
Because he
That was the best part for it to mess up on. Myron don't have silverware.
right. He has silverware to mix and stuff and do the stuff with the meal prep to get it.
Here we go. Hey, guys, get your popcorn ready, okay?
Where the girls?
Vaya para el cuarto.
Fox. Where the girls at? Where? Who, Myron? I was just trying to help. Myron, here with the girls, Myron.
This is the place. Hey, Mara, how are you?
Look at that phone.
My phone? Okay, here you go.
Anyway, did you get what I asked for? Okay, so I got the girls in. You got stupid. The one that's loud and obnoxious. So I need to put on the kick out. Frank Castle! I gotta go Frank Castle. The one that's a little insecure. You know, I like to take those down with the actors. You know, I know. And then I guess we just have one pretty one so we can get those super chats in. Guys, anything below a $50 super chat.
I like the fresh in the background, too. Fox.
Shut the hell up, but nobody said they can't really hear you.
Oh, hold up. I can pull it back. I can put it back.
Comes up and has a big deal. Did you get what I asked for? Okay, so I got the girls every time you wanted. So I need the stupid. The one that's loud and obnoxious. So I need to put on the kick out. Frank Castle! I gotta go Frank Castle.
Frank Castle.
The one that's a little insecure. You know, I like to take those down with the actors. And then I guess we just have one pretty one so we can get those super chats in. You know, we don't listen to anybody who has anything below a $50 super chat. Fox. We're not listening to those scrubs. All these guys are scrubs that we have in our legion. Scrubs. Right, Myron. They think these guys really think we would have helped them, huh? Shut the hell up, Fresh. Alright, we're starting to have guys in fresh. Make sure that everybody that comes up has they pay a $500 entry fee. No advance or buts. We're not letting anybody in for less than $500. We're trying to make some money. All right. Yes, Myron. Get that done. Okay. And then wash the laundry. But Myron, I just did that. Shoes off.
That's their setup, too.
You're right.
Oh, Myron, why are we drinking wine from the rat cup?
Marvin doesn't have any silverware. He likes to go to CVS.
¿Qué quieren? ¿Te da un besito? Venga. Un besito. No, está bien. Venga para acá. Está bien. Venga, por favor.
Marvin, super.
Por favor.
I was doing a little dancing with that guy. I remember. Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering about this.
Damn, it's buffering. Oh, my bad, guy. It's buffering hard right now.
It's going hard, man.
Oh, hold up. Let me see if I take it out of full
I
screen.
just said, what do you know about Myron? Right, he gonna get this split. No, it's just us. We the only one get the split Fox. We talk about that. You're not getting split either. But Myron, what about Myron?
But Myron. Oh no.
You got the venue and the girls. What do you mean no? What do you mean no split? Well, yeah, you did get those girls just like I asked. So here we've got let's see, out of $10,000. Let's see, I've got $66. Take it or leave it. You better take that shit. That's good money. Take it. Yeah, take it. All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, I'll see you, man. I'll see you. All right. Scram, get out of here. You bum. Get out of here, monkey. Get out of here. All right.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
But Myron, I want the cards. We'll talk later. What computers you're gonna buy me next? Come on, Myron. That's good. All right. All those muscle planning, finding the venue, getting all those girls. $66 is okay. I can understand. Well, then again, I need more money than that.
I got
Sure taught him. Probably can get some money out of me. Ooh, girl, he got them shorts and them boots on. Hey, yo, Myron.
I'm a beso.
Yo, Myron. Fresh. What's going on, Myron? Come on, Fresh. Come on, Myron. Fast in the gym, I told you. Should have been eating blueberries. Find a new beta now. But Myron!
Oh shit.
Son, I just want my money. Come on back, son. Come in. Stop. I want to do this. You come any closer. Damn, son.
Give him the FBI treatment, yo.
Bravo. Oh my God. Hey, guys. I know it's kind of like buffering on the stream here, all right? But go to his channel. We want to check out the full clip, man. Funny as hell. I'm telling you, man. Like this is creativity at its finest. Yeah.
Yo, everybody subscribe to this man channel, man.
Yeah, show him some love, man. Real talk.
Show some love.
Yeah, man. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing, man. I think that we're building something here, community-wise. We're having. Obviously, we're in this space. We're talking about relationship. We're talking about women and dealing with them and whatnot. But ultimately, I think we're building something here that's going to be a lot more inclusive. Real talk. So, guys, share the love, man. Because this is the kind of perspective you want to hear, and with the comedic aspect to it too as well. You can't get any better than that. So, real talk, man. Let's help this community grow and foster. Because real talk, one thing I noticed that some of you guys, even in the chat, you guys follow some of these other guys too as well. Some of you guys are from Black Light. Some of you guys with Grind and Motivate. We're all in the same pool. So let's show each other these love, man. Because real talk, we're all pretty similar in what we preach, man. We
Yeah, that's facts.
point out this nonsense that's going on out here, and we just want to point it out. No one's hating. No one's got anything going on over here. We just want to point it out so you guys have a different perspective. Go ahead.
That's facts.
Yeah, subscribe to my nigga Black channel too, man. That nigga be into the deep thinking level kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So
facts.
today, bro, I was like, they were talking about the R. Kelly shit. That's a touchy subject right there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
real deep into shit, my nigga. I was like, oh shit, okay. I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's
doubt.
facts. So I would say this. What are some of the dangers that you guys think are like for guys who are in this super simpish mentality right now, right? Because I know you also did another video, Grind and Motivate with Brandon dude, something like that.
Washington, yep.
Barry Washington. Yeah, if you want to go into that.
I think simping I think it can make something happen like how it happened to Barry Washington. Like what Barry Washington did was like not really defensible, but the other guy is kind of showing what happens when you're a simp and your emotions aren't in check and everything like that. Like he he had to pull the gun out about a fight. I don't think it should ever get to that point. Losing the fight. But he ended up doing it. That's what happens when you're simping. Like you got another example of I guess a guy who I would say would be the example of like a high value man because he has money and status and everything would be the Hector Lombard guy, man. How he came and checked Tyron Woodley about his side. It's like and he has terrible I guess issues with his anger and everything like that. Like he fights trolls and tries to knock them out. Guys tell me all the time, like in the fight community, that he's trying to knock them out. They weigh 135, he's 210 or something like that because he has anger issues. And I think that's one of the bad things about skipping the high value without getting all the other things, the character and all that other stuff together first.
Yeah, no, that's facts. You guys just they made it so much about the money, like you almost forget about who you are as a person because character means everything, man. It really is who you are, the integrity and all that all plays a role on who you are as a person. So you can go ahead and chase these money and whatnot, but if you don't spend time developing yourself, you're gonna be empty with all that money. That's it. It's just gonna be empty. So facts. I agree with that, man. Going back to that scenario, that situation, it's like a man should have, you shouldn't have gotten to that point where you needed to go ahead and pull out a gun and shoot somebody for talking to your girl. And I like your perspective in that too, because you were basically saying, look, man, like you didn't need to go to that point, but also you were also like straight with the other dude too as well. Like, yo, if she got a girlfriend, like, why are you out here doing this? Like, like, just come on, man. Like, he doesn't. You were right. He doesn't look like the type of dude that's probably gonna like fist fight you or try to scrap with you because he probably don't have them hands like that. And you got what you got. You got shot for what? Yeah. A basic ass broad that is probably gonna go home and get off to the fact that her man killed somebody over her.
Yeah, she was triple basic too, man. He type that he looks like he's probably like he's probably simping in a relationship real bad.
Facts. That dangerous simping, man. Like it'll motivate a man to kill somebody. That's why I think super simps are dangerous, man. Especially ones super dangerous.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No doubt. Like the thing is, like with the simp thing, right? Is that we have all these different terms now, right? Because we all know that we're in the age of men are right about nothing and everything is men's fault. This is the villainized man, Me Too age. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if they really wanted to solve problems, then they would get the terminology straight. Because you hear this term called toxic masculinity being thrown around all over the place, right? Well, in my opinion, men who are actually masculine, we don't exhibit toxic masculinity. It's people like super simps who exhibit toxic masculinity. There was a case in Virginia where a man who was a follower of some well-known online content creators, I think he was either in the military or he was a police officer or something like that. He happened to kill his wife, and he killed her daughter, and he killed her daughter's boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? And why would you do that? You never get to the point where something is that bad where you manifest it through violence or you manifest it through killing or harming someone. You need to understand when it's time to get out of a situation. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
the problem is that the way that things are now with the media cycle and all this, we can just lump all this stuff together. Well, see, this guy was a man. Look what he did. It's toxic masculinity. No,
Yeah.
because if you ask any other man, we'll say this dude was a super simp. These super simps do stupid stuff like domestic violence. You know what I'm saying?
They're the ones where they feel like they don't have they can't control a woman with like through the whole mental and just with how he acts and behavior, so they have to resort to physical punishments and physical violence, right? If you ever get to the point where you actually beat your woman to get her to submit, you've lost the argument. You've matter of fact, you've lost the respect for her because you're supposed to be the dude that's supposed to protect her. Now you're not doing that.
Right.
Facts.
And I feel like I wonder. I don't know. I ain't gonna say that because that's I was gonna say who y'all think out in the manosphere is probably doing stuff like that.
Modern life dating.
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, dude. He was actually on. He was actually on Fresh and Fit too. Like he's this weird. He's dude that gives out these weird ass. Matter of fact, damn, bro. Let me go.
Yeah, I don't really know how people take tips from him. He doesn't even look like a kind of guy that I could follow behind.
This dude is so fucking lame, bro. It's not even funny, man. He's one of the ones I would say, if there is a person that beats women, it'd be this dude. Actually, since we're on this Fresh and Fit, let's go ahead and see this dude on Fresh and Fit. Let's see what he has to say.
So he's one of those reptile guys or something?
Yeah. Like
what is all this build about anyway, bro? I'm so confused about all this. How about you just be a real man, bro?
Facts.
What happened to that, bro?
Apparently that doesn't exist anymore.
Yo, go back and ask your grandfather or your father, like, yo, Dad, were you a red pill? Were you a blue pill? They're gonna tell you, man, you get the fuck out of my face.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like what is that?
Pills, my nigga?
This is a clip from their show. Let me know if you guys.
That's good at cameras, though.
Yeah, they do.
Great equipment.
Hold up. Let me get.
Yeah, we gotta get there, man. I need to buy me a couple cameras, man. What's that, like 4Ks and shit like that?
Hold up. Yeah, it's got to be one of those new 4K cameras. Yeah, no, and see that's the thing, bro. Like it's like they have the equipment, right? That's part of the reason why their content, people stay for their content is because of the quality, right? Because that's how this YouTube game is. You can either do it by quality or you can just hold up. Can you guys hear it?
Who is this man?
That's the Modern Life Dating dude.
Yo, I can't believe my nigga. I've been in the streets my whole life. I could be making money on the internet.
I grew up that bad, and like that seems to be a little bit of a phenomenon that's happening in America, especially in America with divorce rates and all that stuff. And every man in his heart of hearts, he knows, like, he's like, am I a man? Like, do I feel like a man? Am I like a man, or am I like this little simple things that every guy who's like a father kind of takes for granted, like learning how to shave, learning how to dress yourself, having the sex talk, things like that, right?
Yep.
And so I didn't have that. I had to grow up with a single mom, and then grew up in the church. The church kind of acted with their community as like kind of like there's masculine figures there, like pastors and stuff that would kind of help raise me in a sense, just giving good morals from a masculine perspective, not just always from females.
Yep.
And I realized when I was getting
older,
bro. I've always been doing self-development, self-improvement, right?
Say what?
This nigga look like he used makeup.
Yeah, it's weird.
Suck on hot pickles.
Most of this self-improvement stuff and all the dating coaches and all that stuff, a lot of marketing, but not a lot of results behind it. You know what I mean? Like they'll hit you with like a beautiful ad campaign. The commercial's great, everything. But when you get the product, it's like, I didn't learn anything. So I wanted to teach these guys. I wanted to give guys quality education on being a man.
Yep.
And being transparent as a man. Like, what do we want?
Stop.
This is all I'm gonna say about
everybody in
this.
the chat, look at this man. Hey, does this look like the kind of nigga that's gonna? Oh my God, bro.
This is all that I'm gonna say about that. Thank goodness that there is a such thing as a YouTube algorithm, because I'm sure it recommends that kind of content to the appropriate people, and I haven't gotten it recommended yet. So
this nigga, you don't look qualified to teach anyone how to be anything, bro. What are you talking about? And this is just a little clip.
So he is qualified, bro. He is enough for teach men, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. This dude is crazy.
I can't believe people get scandalous. We got a course?
Fat on his body.
He's got courses up. He's part of the whole fake guru gang.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he's part of the whole situation where these guys they're all in that weird make money thing. I mean, look at him, bro. Look what is he wearing, dog? Like, you don't even have a chest, bro. Go button that shit up, dog. But that's modern life dating. The guy that, like, I would say in terms of this industry is absolute fucking worst. Well, who else you got?
What's y'all's thoughts? So as far as black pill, what are y'all thoughts? Do y'all know what that is? And what are your thoughts on it?
What's the thoughts on the black pill?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Duke. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say we had Kevin Ray Wilder on and Coach Whitebill, and they kind of talked about it a little bit. Matter of fact, we can do another episode on that too again. But apparently, the black pill, these guys are basically guys who come into the red pill movement. And when they get all that, like I said, they're coming in from a vulnerable spot. So they get engulfed with all that, like, negative aspects of female nature. And then they take that pill, and they're basically all like, well, it's all about the looks. It's all about all this other stuff, the physicalities. And we're going to use that as a reason to why women are the way they are versus, something else. So it's best to not even indulge or deal with the dating market. Just go off and do your own thing. So these are the kind of ideas. It's just guys who've given up.
Honestly, like that's a good paraphrasing of it. The black pill is basically nihilism mixed with biological determinism. Like the thing is with black pills. So there's a philosophy called nihilism. You guys can look that up, and it's basically kind of a philosophy where you don't have as many elements of free will as you'd like to believe. The red pill kind of gives you the freedom of, well, as long as you understand these uncomfortable truths, which, there's no standard of what an uncomfortable truth is. It's just basically whatever it is, whatever I say it is. If I say, this is your uncomfortable truth, you have to deal with it. Okay, well, what fact is that based in? It's not based in any fact. It's just an uncomfortable truth because you don't like what I said. It's basically bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So then what happens is the uncomfortable truth, there becomes another uncomfortable truth. And the uncomfortable truth of that is that your biological constraints stop you from meeting the female relationship or female conquer objective that you may have. You may have an ideal woman that you may want. She may have features, preference, whatever. And if you're a black pill person, well, the black pill is that because of your genetic constraints, that woman is unobtainable for you. And that's just it. So then you just get to excuse going around, being an upset little simp.
Exactly.
We lost.
Man.
We lost Duke. So like, there's a lot of stuff that goes into that black pill. There's a lot of stuff that goes into those red pills. All of those pill ideologies, they have like a lot of basis. They're like warped. Actual like ancient theories, because nihilism is an ancient theory. It's basically like nothing matters. The only thing that matters is how things are determined, like how things are in reality, and how reality defines the current moment is fixed, and nothing you can do can change that. Nothing's in your power. So it's kind of like a negation on free will. You know what I mean? So that's the whole thing with the black pill. So when it comes to dealing with a woman, it's like, I'd like to deal with that woman in a red pill capacity, because the red pill capacity is going to say that a woman has these fixed elements. Women want, high value men, high value based on finance or whatever, right? So there's that. And then the black pill is like, well, even with that, you're not capable of, you're not capable of getting that woman because of your biological constraints. You know what I'm saying?
And the bad thing about that is, I think that I think, like you said, how the red pill is race science. I think black pill is like kind of like ultimate race science, and where like it's all based off like Eurocentric standards and stuff. Like, how's your face look based off of this and based off of that?
Absolutely. Darwinism and everything. Yep.
So it's a lot of numbers based kind of stuff, right? So that's what you're saying. I mean, that's what I understand. Like, this man don't deserve that woman because she's out of your league, technically.
They actually rate guys. So there's a guy by the name of Wheat Waffles. He has a black pill page. He actually rates dating coaches, and he tells you, like, if you're this short and you have muscles and you need to stop it, and you're this guy and you have this, you need to stop it, and all that kind of stuff. It's interesting, but it's at the same time stupid.
Stats. It's nothing but stats.
Yeah, nothing but stats. Yeah, he's basically just out here on he's like an Ultron bot basically.
God damn.
You back?
Yeah.
He got sucked into the. We talking about the black hole? The black pill. He got sucked into the black hole.
Hell yeah, that's it. I appreciate y'all holding it down for us, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all holding it down. But yeah, let's continue.
So we were talking about the black pill. We were talking about the. It was actually a guy that Kevin Ray Wilder debated. I didn't watch it, but his name is Wheat Waffles, and his most recent video is.
Oh yeah, White Pill talked about him.
Yeah.
Good.
It's How Attractive Are YouTube's Dating Coaches, Part 3. He just made that video yesterday. That could be something to watch and see what is he talking about and what are his points, because he kind of adds in little things about how if you look like this, you're not going to get that and all that. You're this height, stuff like that.
So Wheat Waffles.
Mm-hmm.
So who's the father of all these pills, Black? You're more knowledgeable on this pill than me.
The Godfather. So I know for a fact. Okay, so when we talk about the red, because here's the thing. All right, what video? What video was it, by the way? So I can get on.
It's How Attractive Are YouTube Dating Coaches.
Okay, I see it. I got it pulled up here. So yeah, I would say this. The way I would break it down is because you got the whole manosphere umbrella, right? Or the whole, because within the manosphere you got the white manosphere and then you got the black manosphere, all right? And then, but they're both the red pill movements within it, all right? So if you want to talk about like the white manosphere, they look up to Rollo Tomasi as the Godfather, quote unquote,
Yep.
right? And then the black manosphere, we could say Kevin Samuels, but I don't even think I would say the manosphere side, but not the whole red pill, because I wouldn't say he considered himself red pill, because it's a little different. So I would say some of these red pill guys, I would say Donovan Sharp fits the bill. What's another
I would say AMS. I wouldn't say Donovan Sharp.
AMS is pretty red pill. Yeah, you're right. AMS is pretty red. I think I would say if anything, if there was a black red pill, he'd be the Godfather of it. Because then you got the other guys that were Steph Cole and some of these other guys underneath that kind of chain.
That's a young boy, right?
Yeah. And there are plenty of other youngsters like him too as well. Austin Dunham is another one in there too. He's part of that little circle. They call themselves the Red Pill Avengers.
Ironically, the ironic thing about the red pill, the ironic thing about the entire red pill is that the entire premise of the red pill is based on how it was depicted in the movie The Matrix. We all know that this came from The Matrix. Now, a lot of these people have anti-black vitriol, even the black, manosphere people, whatever. And the ironic thing about that is that the original movie, The Matrix, the script, it actually was written by a black woman. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that's even more funny is all of these pills that are based on The Matrix, every single time Neo was at his height of performance in the Matrix movie, it was always because of an expression of love towards Trinity. When these pill ideologies tell you not to deal with a woman, Neo was able to reach through her heart and save her when she got shot after they escaped from the architects. Trinity was like, I know that you are the one because the Oracle told me that I'd fall in love with the one. Everything that Neo did that unlocked the superpower, him being able to make the jump, was based on either Trinity's love for him or his love for Trinity. And this whole principle based on a science fiction movie, because I don't think it's good practice to base life on science fiction, you know what I'm saying? But it's a fairy tale movie that's based on the love between a man and a woman, and they don't even take that into consideration. But another thing is that whole allegory of the Matrix, and you guys can look that up, is actually about coming out as a transgender. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But I actually sent that.
Whoa.
Trying to motivate those. I actually sent Grind to motivate that article.
Send me that article. What is this? That was surprising. I did not know that.
Yeah, I'll actually send it to you right now if you give me a second. I'm gonna read my mic real quick.
See, my thing is when we talk about the red pill, and obviously Rollo Tomasi, I would say it was popularized in his book, right? Because then he used that same analogy to kind of justify understanding the truth about female dating and female nature and stuff like that. And I would say this, man, the only reference that I would ever take in terms of the red pill, like, cause I always take these stuff as a joke, is like the reality, like understanding how, like, the true reality of the world, how it works, that your government would always find its way to try to enslave you. That's the real red pill. You pop that one, you start looking around, then you're gonna realize, hey, some of this shit that you're seeing, all these dysfunction, there's a purpose to it. So that's when we talk about the red pill. That's all I think about. But how these guys try to, cultivate into the nature of females and whatnot. This is a thing that's already been known since the dawn of time. I mean, this is stuff you look at, you read the good word, the Bible, it's been in there. They talked about the ways of women and things like that. All the stuff that we're seeing right now is all brand new. Even push it back 50 years ago, 60 years ago, where we knew how to act right. We all had our families. We had these different things. So it didn't really make any sense why all of a sudden the last 50 or 40 years we all of a sudden don't know how to talk to each other. We're living in such craze and dysfunction. They never really understood that to me. So when you talk about the red pill of female nature was already understood. Now it's gotten to the point where, okay, yes, guys need to be aware of this, but now it's turning into basically, all right, this is all we're going to talk about. There's no solutions whatsoever. We're only going to talk about the negatives of super female nature and whatnot, and not how to basically bypass this stuff to go ahead and live. So then these guys come into this space, and they're eating the black pill, they're eating pink pills, and popping all these goddamn fucking pills all over the place. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got these kids they're overdosing on these damn pills, bro. So now they come here and they're giving up hope, because none of these places are actually telling these guys to go out and try. Go out and do things and live in the real world. They're talking to these guys about, oh, you failed. Okay, it's okay. Let me calm your feelings. It's like, what?
So check this out. Check this out, dude. Go ahead. You see Mr. For Your Mom. Read his comment and then check your inbox of what I just sent you.
Alicia, shout out to you for the $5 super chat, girl. We appreciate you, man. Which one? Would you say the knowledge is power?
Nah, the one where he starts out with the Matrix is an allegory for. There you go. And then I just sent you two articles, one from the Huff Post and another one from BBC.
Oh, bad.
That's British. That's British. That's British. That's British broadcasting. That's British broadcasting channel. Because y'all don't know about because this was before Grind and Motivate blew up. Y'all don't know about the BBC skit with the shorts, the Grind and Motivate. That's vintage Grind and Motivate right there.
Hold up, we're about to pull it up right now. No, I don't want to register. Damn. So the Matrix. I'm gonna read this for you guys out there. All right. So the Matrix was the original. Oh wait, hold up. The Matrix films are about being transgender. The trilogy's co-director says that was the original intention, but the world wasn't quite ready. Lily Wachowski, who came out as trans along with her sister Lana after the films came out. Fans have speculated about the potential meanings behind the iconic films, and Lily confirmed the theory to Netflix. I'm glad that it's gotten out, she said. The Matrix first hit the screens in 1999 when Lily says the corporate world wasn't ready for an allegory, a story that can be interpreted as to reveal a hidden meaning about transgender people. But the director said the films have always been meaningful for trans people. I don't get it. How? Like, wait, time out. They come up to me and say, these movies saved my life. I'm grateful I can be throwing them a rope and help them along their journey. The character Switch, who, spoiler alert, didn't make it past the first film, shows where our headspaces were, Lily says in a Netflix video. The Matrix stuff was all about desire for transformation, but was all coming from a closeted point of view. Wait, time out. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Wait. I'm so confused. See, this is what I'm talking about, how, like, shit can be interpreted in different ways. Because the whole, like, metaphor for understanding how, like, the real world, like, versus what people are in, like the Matrix, that's what I thought we were on. But I didn't know this was about somebody coming out. Like, this is...
Yeah, look, so there you go. There goes your red pill. The women are really men.
The facts.
Wow.
Like, that is crazy.
We live in weird times, bro.
It's fucking weird times, man. Like up is down, down is up, and then the worst thing is we're all sitting here just complaining about it. Like no one is doing shit about it, bro. It's like nah, bro. This is weird. We have to the buffoonery has to stop, as my man O'Shea would say. All right, this shit needs to stop right now, okay? Because we are getting to a point where, like, real talk. You know, there's going to be some confused as young generations coming up, and they're going to be looking to us like, yo, y'all didn't teach us, just like we're looking to the previous generation and saying, what the fuck are you doing? Because everyone's dropping the ball here. All right, is this the video we're talking about, Brian?
This is it.
All right, let's do this. All right, so this is Wheat Waffles. So he's the black pill guy.
Welcome. Today, I've got another face ratings and analysis video for you guys, and to avoid wasting your time, 0.2 million subscribers. Now, this guy, even based off first impressions, you can tell has a lot of good going for him. So we're going to start with the positives. First of all, let's take a look at his jawline. I believe this is by far his best feature. So ideally, the jawline should be as forwardly grown as possible, giving a masculine and high testosterone appearance. On top of this...
Whoa, tell me, what the fuck is this, bro? What the fuck are we watching, dog? What is this nigga talking about? What is this? We're going to analyze the jawline. This is... Whoa.
Yeah. Next, let's take a look at his gonian angle, which is this angle formed here between the ramus and the mandible. His gonian angle is at the ideal inclination of 115 degrees, which in fact is pretty much bang on the money in terms of what is objectively the most attractive. Not too steep, not too sharp. Leading into the next point, this also gives Matthew a good jawline shape, which ideally should be this trapezium-shaped jawline.
What is this? What is wrong with this dude?
His skull
This is what these people actually believe.
From previous videos, your neurocranium, the back part of your skull, should be equal in size to your frontal cranium, or in other words, the face part of your skull. So a 1-to-1 ratio is the most ideal. Otherwise, you'll look like that guy from the cartoon.
Nigga.
His last noteworthy feature
Never
is
miss a nigga.
one of those times when you hear girls talk about that one guy with the most amazing hair. This is exactly the kind of thing they're talking about. His hair looks healthy, has a good texture, and has a high fiber count. So that's it for the positives.
But what if you're black?
Bro, look, but he's also like thinning up here too. So what?
It's his negative eyebrow tilt. Now, in my previous video about the mathematically
Now we talking about eyebrows, bro?
dealing, your eyebrows should be slightly upturned, giving a seductive look. But if we take a look at Matthew's, his tilt downwards slightly, which gives a bit of a worried, frightened, and preyish appearance. He also has a
Hey, Matthew Hussey, you look like a worried bitch. That's what he's saying.
Too much of his eyelids on show. This could be partially genetic, but is most likely the result of aging. I believe this guy Matthew is currently in his low 30s.
You an old worried bitch.
30s.
Damn.
Next, also related to aging, is the presence of wrinkles and folds. These are particularly visible around his forehead, his eye area, and these two creases here, which are known as nasolabial folds. And they develop from excessive smiling and the reduction of elasticity in a person's skin.
Time out. This nigga spends way too many time watching people, bro. Like what? What is wrong with this kid, bro? What?
And the thing is, this is the thing though, Duke. This is what a lot of these people believe. A lot of these people believe this, and this very stuff right here is based in race science, and genetic determinism, and eugenics. You know what I'm saying? Like how there was a statement came out by a popular content creator talking about facial symmetry, and there's an essay by somebody named Satoshi. This is one of the reasons why a lot of these people say certain groups of people are more desirable than others, based on some alleged geometric ratio based on symmetries and different things like that. So in the beginning, when they talk about the hair, Grind and Motivate was like, well, what about if you're black? Well, look at the people on the cover of this. There's none of them are black. So that tells you, without saying exactly what they think. This, in my opinion, is one of the main reasons why this is toxic for people like us, because if we watch this stuff right here and then you go from the red pill to the black pill, you already said, you know what, I don't have a chance because of biological determinism, and I'm not even going to go after anybody, even women within my own group.
Facts. Look at this, man. This guy's talking about like fucking angles of the fucking head shape and shit. How about how you talk? How about how you walk? How about like what the? Okay, I actually know
this guy.
I'm familiar with this dude because he's also familiar with some of these other dating coaches too as well. So I'm curious to see what he thinks about his jawline and shit.
I can't wait.
And I would estimate his is around 20%, which is just way too high compared with what most women find attractive. And in fact, is almost double what the ideal is.
Wild.
No, I was just looking at COJ's comment. That's accurate. What she said.
Rounded. And second, it is also causing him to have loose hyoid skin, which is where the skin beneath the jawline droops and sags down, which obviously takes away definition.
CJLJ, welcome, baby. Let me know if you want to call in, okay?
And unlike compared with Matthew, his recession is much more noticeable. Now, I've done a little bit of research, and I have found out that recently John has got a hair transplant. Now, I haven't seen the results yet, but compared with other people I've spoken to in the past who have also got a transplant, the results usually are very promising, and I believe is a very good potential solution for balding in males. His next biggest flaw, and this is also loosely tied to his body fat percentage, is that his jawline is way too rounded. So if we take a look at the ideal jawline, it has sharp and defined angles making it up. But compared with John Anthony's, his is way too rounded.
I know girls that won't even date guys that look like this just because they look like that. So I don't know why he's saying that that's a fucking advantage, bro. Like, literally, there are girls out there that are so fucking insecure that they won't date a good-looking guy just because they don't want to share him. I mean, it's like crazy. Like, more than likely, like, you got way too much. Hey, wheat waffles, bro. Hey, listen. You got way too much fucking time on your hands, okay? Analyzing fucking bone structures and fucking lip and bro, listen, women care about more than just that. Like, this is crazy. And I get you rating some of these dating coaches and whatnot, but like, the way how in depth this nigga is with this shit is just worrisome.
Yeah.
It's very worrisome, bro.
His face also has a significant amount.
I won't be surprised he out here carving niggas up and shit.
And his eye area. Continuing on from his eyes, he also has significant eye bag deposit beneath them. On top of this, his eyes also appear to be slightly too close set. So ideally, roughly one eye's breadth apart from one another. But John's appear to be ever so slightly too close set. Going back to his jawline, his chin to philtrum ratio is too large. And for those who don't know what the philtrum is, it's this tiny little bit of skin here between the nose and the upper lip. The ideal ratio between these two things is 2.5 to 1. But when we take a look at John Anthony,
this is weird, bro.
That's weird,
5 to 1, which makes him look like
oh no, it's fucking crazy, bro.
That we've already spoken about, which ideally should have a steepness of 115 degrees. John Anthony's is too obtuse at 135 degrees. He also has too much upper eyelid exposure. This is also another
down to the upper eyelids, bro.
Are too far away from his eyebrows. Whereas ideally, your eyes and eyebrows should be close to one another, giving a dominant and masculine look. Finally, for his eyes, he also has scleral just above his lower eyelid, which is where the white bit of his eye shows beneath his pupil. And this has the effect of making him look tired. His last two flaws is that his nose is too flat against his face. And similar to Matthew, he also has nasolabial, which are...
Like, what if you're black? These are features like that aren't black. Like, he's talking about his nose and all.
Yeah.
Well, if you're black, if you're black, what happens is what you see happening with black people right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, back in the day, they used to have black people in the zoo over in the UK. They look at you like a spectacle. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that, you know, if there's a book that Darwin Charles Darwin wrote, and it's called The Downfall of Mankind. And the thing is that when it comes to these Eurocentric people, they don't have any kind of appreciation for anybody else or their contribution to anything. I'm looking at this person right here, LJH15 says, well, black women are the single most race, so it makes sense that they're the least desired. But I'll tell you who does desire black women. There's a company, and I can't think of the name of it, by the name of Thermodynamics, and they're being sued by a company or by Henrietta Lacks family, because Henrietta Lacks is a black woman who John Hopkins Hospital illegally extracted stem cells from, and those stem cells from her have been used in every major medical science project.
That was the one that had the cancer, right?
She had the cancer. She had cervical cancer, and she had what these Eurocentric scientists call immortal cells. So, the thing is that you have to understand this about yourself when it comes to how valuable you are to society, because, sickle cell is also a genetic evolution that we had. That's another story for another day. The society that sees value in you never wants you to know your value, because God forbid you decide to weaponize your value and actually make something formidable of yourself. So how do you do that? It's the same way that a man does a woman in a domestic violence situation. If a woman is a shining star and she's got a lot going for her, what do? You beat that woman's psyche down until she doesn't know her own worth. What do you think's been going on with us? Why do you think they have propaganda like this that doesn't even have any black men on it?
No, that's true, man. And what I don't understand is this man is over here. Look, he's highlighting the flaws and shit, right? Look at all the flaws: flat cheeks, loose hydro skin. Yet this nigga is in Brazil with bitches in a fucking mansion right now.
Exactly.
So if this guy has all these fucking flaws, despite all that, and he's still banging bitches, what the fuck's the point of all this? Like,
do you know
I want to know.
Hey,
I want to know.
Do you guys know who Jeremy Meeks is? You guys. Okay, so this is what I want you. This is what I want you guys to do, and I'll send it to you on IG. There's a felon. Okay, this dude is a gangbanger, a hardcore Crip in California. What people will call a pookie, right?
Yeah.
Now he's not on this list, but this motherfucker was allegedly, women like him, so attractive that his mugshot went viral, and he's now like a high-paid model.
I know what you mean. Yeah. Hold up, let me see if I can find him.
Prison Bay, right? That's how they call him.
Yeah. His name is Jeremy Meeks.
That nigga was fucking with a billionaire girl, with a big nigga.
I believe it.
No, but he got her pregnant, but he divorced her now though. He ain't with her no more.
So where was he? Where was he at in these attractiveness scales? Because off of that mugshot that you're hovering over with the mouse, Tommy Hilfiger and Calvin Klein and all of these companies got him for a contract, for a modeling contract. Now he's a pookie, right? He's not classified as any of these attractive men.
I mean, he's got the classic teardrop right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude he's a Crip.
Yep.
He's from the Bay Area.
Bro, see that's the thing. Okay, see, I can see how this, it'll work in your favor. And listen, there's no doubt that like physicality, in a sense, will work out for. Is that the billionaire girl you're talking about? Is that her?
Yeah, she do like her daddy owned all the clothing companies in Europe and shit like that. Like they got real.
Yeah, look how she.
Look at it.
Yeah, y'all. I wish y'all motherfucker would. This is my
now. That's the right kind of prison break. You know what I mean?
Yo. Is that what she look like for real?
I think that's a different one though. I don't think it's the same girl.
Okay. I was gonna say, wait, time out. Bro, what? Oh yeah, because this one looked like
he's happy now, so you get to choose.
Yeah, but okay, see, like in this sense, okay, fine, I get it. Okay, the looks and the whatever matters and whatnot. But like real talk though, if we go back to this shit, right? I mean, I'm just saying, I think we're focused on the wrong things here. I'm watching this and I'm just like, look, all right, I think there are more to things than just looks. right? I think that, I mean, you also have to figure out what it is that you're deficient on, and you go make that your strength. And for him, right? Okay, maybe.
Well, you're in business, Duke. That's called doing a personal what? SWOT analysis.
Exactly.
What is it? Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats.
Exactly. No, you got to be able to analyze that and look that objectively. And not only you analyzing it, you got to get other people outside of that to analyze you. And they have to be objective. They have to be truthful. Right. Because you can't bring people around you to over here telling you, oh, no, business is great, everything's good. Like, if there are places that you're lacking, you need to know that before you do anything else. I remember when I before my marketing agency dissolved and everything like that. Essentially, before we were getting to that point, Matt, like I had some because we were losing clients and we were losing money. And part of the reason why we're doing that is because we were still off of an old model where we had retainers and stuff. So I had people pay me about $3,500 a month for SEO work or Facebook ads and things like that. And what the industry was moving towards was like a pay-per-lead kind of model where you
that's why you have to have somebody like you. You have to have somebody like you come into this space. You know from your business training, that's called a change agent.
Exactly. And I had to hire someone to basically let me know what it is what are the new trends, what's going on, where am I lacking right now? Even with this YouTube channel. Right, while we're in the growth stage and development stage, right? It wasn't like we were pulling this stuff. We actually paid people to criticize our channel. Let us know what the fuck we need to change and we need to work on. And we're constantly doing that to be able to put out good content. That's what it is. So you'll have to be able to look at your flaws and try to figure out how to make that your strength. Don't fucking sit there and just say, oh, just because you have this, and that, it's game over. That's crazy.
That's facts.
Like, hold up. Who else he got in this boat? Who else does he have? Is that Myron?
Yeah, that's what we on here, actually.
Ratio. Otherwise, your face will appear long, elongated, and horseish.
Hey,
and when we compare these measurements to Hamza, he also has that ideal ratio of 1:1. Hamza has a great ability to grow facial hair, accentuating his masculine jawline. His eyebrows also have great shape, length, and thickness. Lastly, his teeth also appear to be in excellent health, with good shape and no gaps. That's it for the positives. Now moving on to some of the negatives. First of all, his eyes aren't deep set enough. They appear this gives a...
Hey, these are looking kind of funny, bro. I ain't gonna joke. Like, this is funny. I'm actually having a blast watching this.
About this, so I'm not going to bother repeating myself. Likewise, he also has scleral show, which I've already spoken about. His eyebrows are also too far away from his eyes. And finally, also to do with his eyes, and this last flaw is partially responsible for causing each of the ones I just spoke about, is the fact that his eye orbits are too large and rounded, when ideally they should be more horizontal and compact. Moving on to some other flaws is that
But here's the thing. The problem I have is that the dude he's comparing them to kind of looks like a chick, bro. Like, that's the thing. He looks like he's got like way too like feminine features. I don't understand like how you. I mean, what the fuck? Like, I don't. Like, this is so. Who?
White guy, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, what the? Like
that's it.
We don't look like white people, my nigga.
I don't want to go there and get like controversial, but like that's again, look at the standard for comparison, and then you have to look at the text in the book that are these people's Bibles. Like, you have to look at the book called Downfall of Man. You have to read the book like the Bell Curve and different things like that, and then you'll understand why what you just said as far as this looks like a woman, why these comparisons, especially the comparison with this dude, Mr. Ahmed, is being made the way that it's being made.
Yeah, like, dude, there's no facial hair in this dude. Like, he doesn't even have that much of a, like, he's talking about people's eyebrows and shit. Like, I mean, everything, like, literally, it just look, if you swap out, like, some of the, like, jawlines and stuff, like, he look like a female. So, are you saying that here's the thing. Who says that this is the standard of beauty? Like, who the fuck made this judgment? So what is this guy fucking so you made up an arbitrary standard of beauty and you said, okay, this is this guy right here, and then you're comparing everybody else to it. Like, I don't get it. I know guys that look worse than this, that are larger than this, that are probably getting more pussy than some of these dudes out here. I would tell you that right now. Like what is this? What?
What's crazy, my nigga? That Middle Eastern looking guy will get more girl than the white boy right there, my nigga.
Facts.
That's facts.
Especially if he in the UK.
I wouldn't even.
The
I
black
wouldn't even
man's
go.
style, bro.
That facts. You brought up an excellent point. I would even go further than saying that like women would be even intimidated by guys like this. Like they wouldn't even like this right here. Like that'd be like, that's crazy because you always got to be worried about some shit. Like women would avoid this and they would go for guys that look like him but can talk good. That's basically it. They would, and then you will wonder why you see some of these dudes with the finest girls is because girls don't like to deal with shit like this. They look at this as too much competition, too much problems. And you already see some of these girls talking about like, I don't want to share my high valued man on some of these bozo podcasts and shit. So this is it. Like, what are you talking about?
I'll tell you what else is ironic. What else is ironic is if you know anything about Euclid or Isosceles or Pythagoras or any of the famous mathematicians who created math, well, if you look geometrically, these what is it called? These trigonometric and geometric ratios that this gentleman is using, they come more from the area of the world that Mr. Hamaza is from than the area of the world that this guy who the standard is based on. So you have to ask yourself the question, so you mean to tell me that this person here is using a measurement system from Hamaza's part of the world to standardize beauty standards based on this individual that's not from there? How does that make any sense? Well, nothing makes sense because everything's illegitimate, but that's a whole other story for another day.
It's crazy. So then, like, it begs different because this actually brings up an important question. I think this is the right channel to have it on, right? Because you know how black women talk about they're being compared to these Eurocentric beauty standards, right? They all talk about it. And is that the same? Does that go to the same way? Now they primarily say it with black women, but I think it's with women that don't look like this motherfucker right here, right? So does that then goes the same for guys? Are we then also like guys who don't look like this being held to the same standard, right? Is that being said, or is that this dude being weird? Like I want to know because I want to let's have that discussion.
Yes, absolutely. All non-people like that guy in the bottom corner there, all non-people like him are being judged against his standards being propagated by people like that.
That's crazy, bro.
No, I never really understood that.
I wonder, bro. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just finished commenting. Go ahead.
I wonder, with all this BBL shit going on right now, bro, I wonder if females kind of like use this as a measure. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They look at their best and flaws, and I wonder if that drives them to get surgery. That's what
I think that's part of it. I think what usually happens with women is that it's part of competition with other women too as well. So they can look at a beautiful woman, but it's more of like they want whatever lifestyle or benefits that whatever feature she has, they think it's important. So that's when they go rush to do all that stuff. But but also I don't think it's like too much with pressure from men though. I wouldn't say so because a lot of that I'm gonna go back to K Michelle, right? We did a video on K Michelle when she was spitting that same bullshit talking about black men always compare us to white women and they always go for white women and whatnot. And then come to find out that the only reason why you decide to wear the fake hair and put the fake butt in and all that was to look like these same industry girls to compete with them. So it had nothing to do with the man. It had nothing to do with his benefits. You could give a damn what he wanted. It's all about what you wanted to compete with these girls. So I think it's a part of which. Welcome back, grind and motivate.
We got grind back.
Yeah, I think it's part of what it is the order of that. But yeah, I would say so too. Women hold themselves to that standard, but then now I also think how many guys are gonna watch this and then think, okay, go in the mirror and say, well, maybe my eyebrows don't look too good, or maybe my nose don't look too good, Because even
growing like that though.
Well, I wouldn't. Most older guys, no. Younger guys, yes. Believe it or not, because I would say I would be in that boat. Because I would be in that boat. Coming straight from Africa, man, like from Nigeria. When I remember one of the biggest things that I would get picked on was my accent. Which is getting better. Sometimes you can hear it a little bit, but it was my accent and my nose, right? And it wasn't until I got older that people were like, "What are you talking about?" Right? No, you got.
Can I say something to you, Don? Can I say something to you, Duke?
Yeah,
this is one people who come from other countries. And I have a lot of friends, black and white, European and African. My best friend was a Nigerian dude that used to live right next door to me. It really hurts my heart when I hear my brothers and sisters from other countries say when my accent gets better, as if you're healing something. Me personally, I love
That's a
talking
good
to people
point.
with accents. And in my opinion, the accent, because Americans are so tired of other Americans, and anybody that's American that's in here, we know Grind, he knows, you know what I'm saying? We're tired of other Americans. When we hear somebody with an accent, it's refreshing because you got another experience that you can offer. You have another perspective that you have. I love accents. So when I have friends, like I said, from Eastern Europe, I got friends from Africa, and one of the things that they always say is, I would say this or I would do that, but my accent, I got to get my accent better. And it's like, you're not suffering from a chronic condition. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I like your accent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just saying. I just wanted to throw that in.
But no. But you know what you said was that because I actually I would have had I didn't consider that until I started like I said college and whatnot. That's when I started to say, okay, that's actually helping me out in terms of my personality and whatnot. But when you're growing up, and here's the thing, it's just crazy. A lot of that, the name calling I got, the picked on and whatnot, was from my own community.
I believe it.
And I'm not talking about like other Nigerians. I'm talking about like African Americans. Because you come to this country, black people, man. It was like you would think that hey, you guys look more like me than what I see back home. Believe it or not, and so you would think that this is somewhere that would be more accepting. But no, it was like, oh, you. It was so crazy that some people, and I remember in high school, some dude thought that he was better than me because I was from Africa, and he was like, he's like, no, don't compare me to. I'm like, yo, because he had an African sounding last name, and I'm like, bro, I'm pretty sure your ancestors, or not even your ancestors, but someone in like your immediate lineage came from this particular region, right? Probably Cameroon or something like that. And I think because he had a Cameroonian sounding last name, and I was like, you sound like that. And just the disdain he had. No, don't compare me to those people. I don't hunt lions and shit. I'm like, nigga, what? They have cities. They have infrastructure. What are you talking about hunting lions? And like, what do you like? That's not the picture of Africa. When I was growing up there, we had cities, we had apartment blocks. I mean, the only difference is just how we conducted ourselves. We had our own marketplaces, and we had stuff moving around and whatnot. But nigga, we weren't wearing loincloths hunting lions and shit. That was the problem. But it was this weird disdain and weird a lack of perception that some of these brothers up here in the States had. It was.
Are you gonna know why, dude?
Yeah.
The reason why that is. Oh, my bad, bro. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Poppy. It was skipping a little bit.
Showed you, bro. Like a TV showed you the worst parts of Africa, quote unquote. You see what I'm saying?
Media, yeah.
Have you ever seen a commercial about Africa that is good? I never seen.
No. Always hungry kids with big bellies.
It's always a little kid with 1,000 flies in his face.
Yep.
Hungry, 3 cents per day kind of baby. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To the point that make you don't want to go over there. To the point that you think everybody live over there. That's when they start telling you the nicknames like Africa Booty Scratchers and shit like that.
Yeah, like I'm sitting there on some kind of savannah, and like I magically just I don't know came here to some war torn country, and I've been leaving the plains, scratching my butt, hunting lions. It's ridiculous, man. And it's
here's what I got to say about that. And like I said, my audience is a little bit different, so you have to pay attention to this. They're telling you not to go there. It's one of the reasons why when Duke and Don, when he said that he came here, he had issues, with us. They tell us not to go there, but I tell you who is going there: China and Jack Dorsey. So think about this: they're telling us not to go there, right? They took us from there, but China and Jack Dorsey and Russia are going there. Think about that. Why are they doing that?
And China's making billions of dollars worth of investment right now in Nigeria as we speak. The lands, the factories, some certain pipelines. They're really putting the country in debt right now, and that's what I'm talking about. Because here's the thing: this is where most African Americans, I think, have an opportunity. You want to talk about your roots? You want to talk about your ancestors? Here's the best way you can do them a solid. Go research what part of the region of Africa that your ancestors came from, and then you go figure out what you can do, knowing you have the knowledge and opportunities in this country, and knowing that your dollar stretches far. How can you go back and make your ancestors proud for the sacrifices and the suffering they did to have you here, right? I mean, why can't we do that?
Watch a couple videos by President Nana Addo. That's all I got. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Like, if here's the thing, I think and I talk to this with my little brother all the time, and I talk to this with my cousin. I'm like, listen, part of the anger a lot of African Americans feel right now is the anger of like not understanding where they're really from. We talk about America doesn't have a culture. No, 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 no. It really doesn't have a culture. Like, you guys have your own ancestry and roots that you can. All you gotta do is try to figure out what it traces back to and learn what it is. And once you understand that aspect of yourself, this is the culture part we're talking about. Because I'm Igbo, right? Like I said, when I was younger, I was wilding out, but I had the at least the benefit of culture, like the background we grew up to know that okay, there's a certain limit to the point where your people will start to look at you weird,
See,
right?
I think that's why 360 Blessings connected with you so well.
Exactly, because we knew, and he even came back on here, showed his face, and apologized because that's how serious that was. That's how serious of a mistake that he made. He understood that, and that's what we're talking about. So why don't we? Because we all different parts of Africa, but I would say if we're talking about slave wise, right, the transatlantic slave trade and all that stuff that happened in Nigeria, particularly the southern Nigeria, was part of it. So if anything else, most Black Americans here can trace their roots back to Nigeria if they really think about it, right? But you trace your roots in Ghana and all those places too as well. But you go ahead and learn your roots, learn your cultures, and understand those people that way. Because here's the thing: think about this, right? It's like a biracial kid when they can't figure out if they fit in with the white folks or the black folks, and they're always growing up with this weird kind of confusion, right? Think about now with the African American community and the black population for hundreds of years, not really understanding where they're coming from, where they came from, and that anger and rage that has been building up throughout this entire time, right? To the point where we're here, we're dysfunctional. And the last semblance of like fatherhood and different things that we did have either got killed or corrupted into this mess that we have. So I think part of it is first understanding where we come from, understanding what our culture, our natural roots is, and learning how to live and abide by those same cultures. Go ahead, Blacklight or Pappy.
Oh no, I'm agreeing with you. You know what I'm saying? We lost Grind, but yeah, no, I was agreeing.
No,
with you,
I think it's a connection thing. He'll be back.
Okay, cool, yeah. No, I agree with you, bro. And I think that a lot of the problems is exactly what you say. I think a lot of the problems are that we don't have a cultural connection, and one of the things is that we have to start building our cultural connection. And in my opinion, listening to the incorrect type of content, especially for like dating and finding a partner or whatever, that's where you get a lot of that poison. Because the thing is that there's a lot of societies in the world, especially when you move out east, where parents set up the marriage. They have arranged marriages and different things like that. So relationships all have a cultural aspect. So if you're lost and you're in a situation where you're trying to blend into a culture or either find your own culture, I mean, it's like being on a navigation and it just keeps saying rerouting. You don't know where you're going. And this is what you have. Now you have all these different content creators telling you do this, do that, value yourself like this, value a woman like that, and none of it's working.
It's not, because there's no bottom baseline to fall back on. Like go ahead, Poppy.
Man, it's just I don't know, like the problem that is right now, man, is just that man and woman is just apart, bro, completely. But there's a reason for that. It's because everything that is being promoted to especially to this female. You see what I'm saying? Everything promoted towards the females to make them understand, to make them believe that they don't need a man, which that's a lie, bro. That's a lie, my nigga. You see what I'm saying? So they tell this girl 24/7, but what the woman don't understand is the government is looking at them just as numbers. Because when the woman is single, bro, she spend the most. I read this the other day, bro. For every $1 that America spent, 76 cents come from the woman. That's a big number right there, bro. So obviously there is a motive to keep telling these women to stay single. See what I'm saying? There is a motive. You don't need a man. You don't need a man. If he act like for the worst thing, just kick that nigga out the crib. Don't worry about it. You can do it by yourself. Go put them on child support. Go take them to court. And all that shit come in place, man, because it's a big ass agenda going on, bro. It's a big ass agenda. That's why I was having this. I was talking to the girls on the chat yesterday. I was like, yo, don't leave your man just because he might fuck up one time, like went and got some pussy somewhere else. That's not a reason to fuck up your whole family. It's not a reason. You can be mad all you want to, yo. But this is what I was trying to make them understand yesterday, bro. I was like, okay, so you're gonna leave your man and turn around and start being a hoe for other men. You're gonna go ahead and like nobody gonna love your kids that you goddamn baby daddy / husband. Nobody else gonna like your fucking kid. That's how it works, bro. But it's actually so much greater in their head, bro. That be like, no, fuck that. My pride, fuck all that, man.
Yeah, I think a lot of women they think it's the grass is the greener on the other side kind of mentality, right? This love kind of mentality that's kind of infected the minds of modern women nowadays, right? Because they think that the grass is always greener because they exist right now on social media and all these other platforms. They think because they have all these options, all these simps hitting them up, that there's a huge pool of guys who are kind of like that in real life that are willing to do that, and not realizing a lot of these guys, they're probably not going to be able to approach you in person because they lack that skill in the game, and B, like real talk, that's just not reality. Those people are far away. That's not your immediate circle. So when they go out in the real world and they try to deal with somebody, they realize, oh shit, like it's just worse than what I had before. Only this time I got to start the whole process all over again. And you keep doing that and keep doing that. And we all know that modern day women, they don't like taking L's, bro. They hate taking L's. So they'll much rather just stop at the first, second, or third guy, and all men are shit. And all guys are dogs, and all this nonsense that comes about. So that's what usually ends up happening, is because these women, they can't discern like the fake life from what reality actually is. And reality is that, real talk, you should be getting with people that's in your immediate community. You should be getting with people that that you can see physically in person and things like that. The grass ain't always green on the other side, man. A lot of dudes out here really don't be knowing shit.
That's the problem, bro. That's a big problem right there. That's why these girls get to like 30 and 40, collecting bodies after bodies, collecting a second and third baby daddy. You see what I'm saying? That's because they always think, I can do better. Nah, baby. Your first baby daddy, that's the one you gotta stick with. Yep. Like I always tell people like this, man. Go back and ask your grandma if grandpa fuck around, and I bet your grandma gonna say yes. And you go ahead and ask your grandma, you left. I bet grandma will be like, hell no, I ain't gonna leave my family. And that's the smartest thing she ever did, my nigga. It's a hard pill. It's a hard pill to swallow. Don't get me wrong. Nobody wanna do shit, but shit happens, bro.
Yeah.
See, I'm listening to Poppy Blanco, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking about what you were saying about, the accents. And I'm like, see, like if you got an accent, you just automatically sound like the Connect. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they got an unfair advantage. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just sound like the Connect.
Grind, what are your thoughts on it, man? Like, just so we were just talking about like modern day women thinking that the grass is always greener on the other side, right? That's part of the issue why a lot of people just like leaving or quick to leave their relationship and not even put in the work because they think there's always something out there. But what are your thoughts on that?
Lagging again.
No, you good?
I'm good. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know. It's silly. Like I don't know. What did he say about it? I didn't hear what he said.
Go ahead, Poppy. I was saying, son, like females are quick to leave their man, their husband, boyfriend, / baby daddy. You see what I'm saying? They are quick to leave them, and instead of just trying to stick with them. Yeah. And instead of trying to work it out. Like, for example, let's say you got a girl. Y'all been together for 5 years, right? Right. Y'all got 1 or 2 kids, don't matter. Y'all got kids. You went to Las Vegas real quick. You got some pussy. It happens. She find out. Now she kicking you out of the crib. What I'm trying to say is simple, bro. Why destroy their home, which this is what most of these females is doing. They're kicking the man out as soon as this man do something wrong. Yep. So they can try and start fucking niggas down the road. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So Duke, go ahead and answer the question that he knows.
So my question would be, and I want to get into this too, because y'all in the chat going crazy. We're gonna talk about male versus female cheating too. That's gonna be dope. But yeah. So Grind. So it's just like, so why is it that like women think that the grass is on the greener on the other side? Like, why is it that what influences? I mean, in your opinion, like. Do they think that it's a relationship isn't worth the work anymore? So if the man doesn't stack up the X, Y, and Z, I'm gonna just leave him and I'm gonna go ahead and go deal with someone else. And then they end up finding out that the next guy is even worse than the previous guy they were dealing with.
Right. That's definitely what it is. I think they do that because this whole time they've probably been tired of the guy. Really, just like how he said, they immediately are ready to throw the relationship in the trash. They've been looking for something to just go ahead and go to the other side where the grass isn't really. That's really what my thoughts are on it.
Yeah, and then like you see
somebody else, like some of these red pill coaches talk about, like, yeah, she's always got somebody in her back pocket.
And they say it exactly like that. Exactly like that. Like that's exactly how they sound.
No, that's facts, man.
Grind is a red pill hater, man.
No, he's real. He's keeping it real.
Grind is a red pill hater, man.
That's exactly how they sound. You know, you have some of them sitting up there like, yeah, you know, one thing that I like is I like it when I see a bitch get slapped. You know, there's nothing that makes me more happy than when a bitch gets slapped. I don't like shit.
Who said that?
Probably Myra. What do you call it? Myra Gaines or Donovan Sharp. Yeah. Hey, listen. I saw on his community post though that he's doing better with COVID. So good. shout out to him. You know, hope you get better. Hey, shout out to Donovan Sharp. Listen, man, I appreciate the debates you're doing. All right, keep it up. Matter of fact, we can have a debate at some point in time. All right, we'll talk about it because we wanted to explain this shit you were talking about beating women and all that, and punching people and decking around. Listen, I want to know what the fuck was that all about. Okay, if we want to go back to the Kevin Ray Wilder debate y'all had about if you were a misogynist, you got exhibit A, B, and C. You got to answer for it. So I want to generally know: were you all capping, or was that the lifestyle you really be living, bro? That's what it is. That's just all I got to say about Donovan Sharp. See, I don't hate the guy, anything like that. I think he's a little bit of I call him the hardline red pill, right? These hardliners where it's like they give you these absolute laws and rules to like fucking follow and shit. But other than that, it's basically that, bro. You're a fucking misogynist saying this dumb shit about your girl or his wife or whatever.
Hey,
the nigga
dude,
said
I gotta
girl, like he lied slapping his girl.
I gotta go in a little bit. But real quick.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. We can keep it going for another 5 minutes.
No, you good, bro. I just wanted to. I'm gonna bounce off, but I'll be in the comments because I gotta get ready for work. I appreciate you letting me on. You know what I'm saying? Grind and motivate. You know what I'm saying? Glad this was a dope little collab that y'all had, and I appreciate y'all letting me on. But I just wanted to address.
We gotta do this again. Real talk. Grind, Blacklight. Let's make it happen.
For sure. I just wanted to address some of the things in the comments real quick. Me personally, this is just how I feel. Like I don't think that any party should cheat. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that people should cheat at all. But I think that I don't think that anybody should have it any easier than anybody else. I think if a woman is cheating, you know what I'm saying, you know, they need to terminate that relationship. And if she catches the man cheating, then they need to terminate the relationship. I don't think that, you know, that's within that relationship for them to determine, you know, how they want to be lenient with that kind of thing. I think that men and women do cheat in different ways. You know what I'm saying? And that's up to the individual relationship to figure out how they want to deal with it. If they want to deal with therapy or if they just want to say chalk it up to the end. But cheating is cheating. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is part of the immediate gratification society that we live in now, because people, instead of trying to deal with their issues, taking 10 seconds, taking some deep breaths, walking away, and then coming back to the table, it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna just throw this away and buy something new. Oh, I don't like what I bought. Now I want to go back to the old. It don't work like that when people's emotions are involved. That's all I want to say on that. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's what's up, man. Hey, guys, shout out to Blacklight, man. Check him out.
Appreciate
Blacklight
y'all, man.
Revelations, man. And y'all know where he's at. He's in the chat, man. He's got his channel, guys. Check him out because he's got some dope content. Blacklight, we appreciate
y'all,
man.
bro. Poppy Blanco, Grind and Motivate, y'all brothers stay up. Yeah, make sure y'all smash the like button, man. I'm being in the comments reminding y'all to hit the like.
Come on now, let's do it.
Peace.
All right, peace.
All right, bro.
Let's bring it. Hey, what's going on, bro?
Yo,
Jay Cassie, we just turned into a function over here. What's going on?
chilling, man. The youngest old guy ever. You know what I'm saying?
What's up? Hey, y'all. Well, okay. Since we got y'all in here, all right. Let's actually move into the conversation the guys in the chat are talking about. Okay, men versus women cheating, right? So what is that? What is that? Like, is it different for girls when they cheat? Is it different for guys when they cheat, or is it the same? Like, what do you guys think?
Depends on if the girl, like, you know, I feel like women kind of emotionally cheat already. They might have a guy that be dicking them down, but they have another dude that they crying their shoulder on, you know what I mean? And they're on the friend zone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I always say that for women, for men, the currency is sex. For women, the currency is attention. So, I mean, that's just what it is, period. You know what I mean? Like, and if you could fulfill that spot to be everything, you have to be, that's where you have, if your game's that tight. You know what I mean? And even on the honesty tip, if your game is that tight, you're like, look, I'm gonna have some other girls. That's just what it is. Unless you have that control, unless you have that respect. That way you can keep it honest the whole time, and you're good. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing. If you keep it honest, because then you'll vet the people that'll be down with you or not. Yeah. And even just like on some like, y'all seen American Pimp, you know, it goes down to the bottom, and then they usually marry the bottom bitch, and then they have a family with, it's like ass backwards or whatever in regular society, but that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of them, I don't know how y'all think, but yeah.
Jay, what's up?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Good. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, man, I just got off work. I listened to y'all like about halfway driving back home. I was like, yeah, I just got off, and I'm like, yeah. But for the question, I would say, okay, so women would cheat if you let them cheat, and also, with the new age that we're in now, please believe she got a backup plan for everything at this point. Like, please believe it. I've had to help two brothers because they weren't smart and they weren't thinking, and this girl already had something in her other portfolio to go to when she was done with them. And see, the funny thing is that I warned him. I said, dude, you already know off rip her personality. She reeks of freaking just attention and reeks of just, she's going to use you. I don't, for some reason, no girl, I tell us anytime I date any of these girls, I'm so good at paying attention to them, I can already tell when you're bullshit.
Yep.
So,
it just comes down, I agree with that, man. It comes down to the vetting too as well. But is it different? Is it different? So what would be, I guess, the question would be cheating for a woman then considered? Because they think that if a guy goes in and has sex with another woman, then that's cheating. And then for guys, you know, it's a little bit different. And I think you kind of touched up on it, the emotional end. But is it the same? Should it be looked at it the same? Because some of these other red pill spaces, they talk about, you know, cheating for men is different, you know, exercising options if you so chooses. And women, it's a lot harsher because of the emotional sense to it. What do you think, Grind?
Man, I'm kind of tapped out because I'm not tapped out, but I'm just like I'm trying to get this information right. I'm all over the place. My eyes are
Nah, we've been going on. I feel you. We've been going on for a minute. We got about like 5 minutes in, but we'll close it out with this cheating one. But what do you think, Poppy or Grind? If you got anything,
I'm gonna listen to Poppy real quick, and then I'm gonna go off of that.
Yeah.
Jay, repeat the question one more time, bro.
So is cheating from guys the same as it is for girls?
No, it's not. It's two different things, man, because we're not equal to begin with. Men and women is two different things, bro. I mean, listen, you can go out tonight, bro. Let's say you married. I'm gonna use myself as an example. I'm with my wife, right? I can go out tonight and fuck a girl after the club. I don't got no feelings towards that girl at all, my nigga. I wouldn't even know her name. Most females cannot go out, even though that girls have one night stands too, right? But she has to like the nigga. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
She has to like him a little bit. She has to like his body, his smile. She has to like something about this nigga. Man, shit, as long as she got it fat. Hell, nigga, if that was the case, no big girl would have been getting fucked around here. No ugly would have been getting fucked around here. I let you know that man don't give a fuck. That right there let you know that.
Yep.
You You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's two different dynamics right there. When the man shit, he just want to get a note off. When the girl shit, that's something else. She probably like the side dude more than she like you. She might still love you, don't get me wrong, but the side dude probably thinking her that better. But she likes talking about the extra nigga, bro. She likes talking about the other nigga.
What do you think, Rod? What do you think?
I wholeheartedly agree with that one right there.
Yeah,
Wholeheartedly.
No, that's fast. Here's the thing. So my follow would then be why do women take it so personally, like when guys cheat sexually, with other women, like why, or they call it quote unquote cheating, but like why do they take it so like seriously if it's not the same thing?
Because they think we think the same as them when it comes to it. They don't realize that I hate to quote Myron, but he said, "Yeah, they'll mess with a girl of respect." Like you'll kind of punch down a little bit sometimes. You've been in somebody's DMs that you weren't supposed to be in because they look like trash. Quite frankly. Yeah. A lot of women don't realize that when you tell them like he's trying to you or he wants to do that, they be like, what? Like they don't realize it.
Yeah, because they don't I don't. That's a good point. Go ahead, Jay.
Oh, dude, but just to touch up on what Grind said, like, listen, guys. Every man here is intelligent to a degree. I don't think anybody here is a sucker or a player. Once she talks, even if the air comes out crooked, you know not to engage in her nonsense. And also, like I said before, she's got him wrapped up. The only difference is, are you going to be able to catch on before you fall for it, hook, line, and sucker, or you pull back and be like, okay, this ain't it. Let's just go. Yeah. And the cheating for us, I would say, I've never cheated on any of my girls I've been with. I got nothing but good things to say about them for the most part. But for us, it's just more so like what Poppy said. Brother just trying to get his nut off at the time. He ain't really thinking about her much of anything, especially if it's a one night stand. That's all it is. And the thing is, Brian, I'm about to take a quote out of you, man. I hate to copy this freaking idiot too, but we can separate ourselves from it. Like I said, if I just were to do it one day, I'm not gonna think about it the next day. And the reason why is because I'm not mentally invested in her. I'm not emotionally invested in her. There's a difference. Because like I said, you can just get rid of it right off. I'm like, okay, I gotta go to work tomorrow, so I ain't even thinking about her. I didn't even take her on a date. It was just a smash. That's all it was. Exactly. And also, how we move and operate is just so different from how girls do nowadays. Because like I said, they've got the new era on their side pretty much, as far as I've noticed, and just what I've been observing and like how they've been congregating, just going about how they do things. So it's just like you gotta play the field, my man, but also you gotta be able to be aware. That's the one advice that my father always told me before, like, yo, listen, be aware of your surroundings. Not just with driving, not just with work, but women. That's the main thing. He looked in my eye and flat out told me, be aware. Because you never know.
Let me say one more thing, bro. You know what kills me about these women, bro? They all be like, oh, I don't want no man cheating, this and that, right? Ask them what they be listening to. They be listening to City Girls, Megan Thee Stallion. Why this girl rap? Why this girl rap about?
The whole Thought Avenger group.
What Hot Girl Summer is all about? About getting ran through, nigga. That's what Hot Girl Summer is all about, bro. Fuck a nigga in May, fuck another nigga in June, fuck another nigga in July. By the time summer is over, they already got 6-7 bodies, bro. Hold on. They always criticize the man for cheating. Oh, I don't want a cheating man. And they go turn around and applause a girl like Jada Pinkett. That's what they do.
Right. Speaking of Jada Pinkett, I don't know what. Hey, Will Smith. All right, this is coming from the younger guys that used to look up to you, and I say used to, bro, because right now your wife is wilding out. You have a very concrete opportunity to show these youngins out here how a man is supposed to behave and put his woman in his place, right? And I'm not saying that in a way where y'all come on, ladies. All right, be cool. But it's like, yo, she's speaking out of pocket and is dragging your reputation down. Once shit starts to affect the income of the family, that's when like you need to step in as a role model, not just to yourself and your family members, but to a lot of young African American boys and men that look up to you. That this shit doesn't fly. But that goes to the bigger problem, bro. Like, it's like this is the older generations doing, because we're watching them, seeing how their women are treating them and how they're responding. So kids growing up watching this shit, they're gonna say, "Oh no, it's okay if I let my wife go on here and disgrace my fucking family like this." It's ridiculous. We don't have the role models.
Right. Dude, I think the bigger problem is, at last for us, is like, what are we condemning our children to? Steven Jackson, if y'all know who he is, he remember his the wife that he left at the altar because she didn't sign his whole prenup. And the thing is, I told
I love that shit. I love that story.
I loved it because he said, "Young men, this is for y'all because y'all need to be careful, regardless of y'all be sexual or not. Y'all gonna be targets regardless because this can happen to you." But the thing is, I think what Steven Jackson pretty much was trying to tell all of us, this happened to a couple of my boys, so I wasn't gonna let it happen to me, and that's why I'm trying to tell y'all so y'all can spread on the knowledge of trying to move smartly and don't think with your dick. Just move smart. And also just like know the woman that you're vetting. And like I said, it's to help us, like the younger generation more so. Because I said I can't speak for all them young cats now, but I try to help not every single young brother that I see, but a young brother that's up and coming. I just want to give him some advice and just like lead him down a path that'll help him more instead of like a torch.
Hang on 1 second.
Yo, 100. What you guys are saying is mad real too. At the same time, like for instance, like for me, I've cheated in the past and stuff like that, and I regretted it. It was better to stay single and have your little your rotation or whatever like that, because it's all good because you're being honest. And the thing is, I think why women get so hurt, really, they call it scheming because you're scheming. You're out there lying about it, right? And the thing is, because most dudes don't know how to just be honest from the very beginning. Like, hey, I'm talking to more than one. Like, you don't have to be all like, hey, I'm pimping like that, but like, look, I'm dating. That's just the truth. And then, you take your time and then take one serious. And I feel like dudes cheat anyway because why do, like, most dudes at mid-50s, like middle-aged, they divorce their wife, get a Ferrari and a young chick, because they never had the opportunity to live that rock star life or that life of being like having abundance, being young and hollering at girls or whatnot. Like for me, like I said, I'm 46. When I get married, I don't have to cheat. I live life, man. To be honest, and even in my industry, man, I've been to 33 countries and 100 cities around the world. I played the game. So I had that. I don't have to be 50 thinking about, or 60, like, what if? I don't have that what if. And that's what I'm saying, like, but most dudes are lying about stuff. So when they do get a girl, and then all of a sudden some girl comes around that they never could get before, and she throws it at him, he's going to say yes because he's never had experience prior to that.
Yeah.
That's the main problem.
And that goes towards that toxic symptitude that we're talking about earlier, man. It brings it back full circle. This is a part of the element to it. You got a bunch of guys who've never used to being around women, all right, and then they come into the situation where all of a sudden it's they get these bad experiences, or they finally get a first-hand experience with it, and they wild out like that dude that shot that one black dude because he was asking his girl about a review for his store or some shit, right?
Yeah,
How do you get so emotional where you just go ahead and shoot another person because of how they talk to your girl, bro? That's crazy.
You wanna know why?
That means you have zero emotional control.
You wanna know why?
What's up?
You wanna know why? Because I think they were white, right? White girl.
No, she looked Latina. She like a Latina. He looked like a Latino dude too.
It was a nigga talking to her. She felt that pressure. That's what it was. Old boy looked kind of Mexican in a way. Mexican.
That's true.
They're white. I'm black Latino. They white Latino.
Yeah.
To me, there was some deeper going on with this.
It's another thing. He called her already talking to Negroes. You see what I'm saying? So he already had it in the back of his mind, like, yo, I'm getting off the next time. I'm gonna show my baby that I ain't no punk. That's telling you, bro. That's those niggas rough, yo.
I would tell you, like Latinas, man, like like the next step up, like is black dudes. Like just like you said before, man. Like black dudes are winning right now because they would rather. And here's the thing. It's like we're almost like the best option, and I'm not getting like race superiority or anything like that. I'm just saying like you got white guys, and we had this conversation with the Yende the other day, right? Where like white guys aren't even respected by their own women, right? Now, yeah, obviously, exactly. So now we're black men, we're not respected by our own women, but here's the thing. Other races of women want black men, and that's the competition part that we're trying to beat through the head of a lot of you young African American women out here. That if not us, it's like who else? Like ain't nobody flocking to these communities to steal black women. It's usually black men, and the images out here that these guys are pumping out doesn't do good to help you guys either. And the Young Miamis, the Nicki Minaj's, the Cardi B's, all that nonsense. It doesn't do any good to help you guys. Like I said, how can we protect black women, like y'all said, if y'all putting yourselves in harm's way? Like, we just look at that and say, that's... Listen, if you want to go hang out and do these crazy things, that's on you. But don't come to us and say, it's our fault. It's not our fault. Y'all got to figure out how to talk to your sisters. And that's a hard thing right now. And I think that's what's going to start changing culture. If black women start talking to other black women, like in the right way, instead of, hey, sis, like, you're living out of order right now. You are out of pocket. Like, you need to chill. And a lot of women will listen. Because it sounds different coming from a woman than coming from another dude. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. To touch up on that, Kevin Samuels specifically talked about this. He said it is going to take other black women to keep the other one in check. No, that's the only way to do it. Because listen, they can't listen. They won't listen to us. So who's they gonna listen to? Their fellow sister. That's that's the best bet. Honestly, actually, I'll take it a step further because this is what really needs to happen. Y'all need to sit down and talk to y'all grandmas to actually know what it took for her. Yeah, because guess what? A couple of my sisters got taught by my grandmother. Now they successfully married with no drama, none of that crap. They actually got taught by my grandmother. And the thing is, it's not your mom, it's your grandma, because she will tell you exactly how to be a wife, how to cater to a man, and actually how to assist him in his endeavors. And the thing is, what y'all turning into more men than y'all ladies. To be honest, and I've said this before. Why would I date a woman that sounds like she's masculine? But because then I would date a boy. What the hell? Doesn't make any sense to me. And like I said, men have always been attracted to girly girls. We like that, and the reason why we've always liked that is because you were acting like a girl. You weren't acting like us. The men you act like us, you turn us off. We're not intimidated or scared by you. I'll be honest, more likely, we're tempted to go to your face because you're coming at our face. Because guess what? If you want to step up to us, just know what it's going to come with.
Well, and that's another thing too, man, because I want to let ladies know, hey, keep your hands to yourself, man. A lot of these new age males, especially looking at this red pill stuff out here, they not playing, bro. They're not playing with y'all. And y'all sitting here thinking that these guys are traditional. They don't have dads to teach them how to do that anymore. All right, they have mamas. All right, they're being raised by their mamas, and their mamas, they grow up watching the mamas wild out without no fucking centered emotional control whatsoever. So if you wild out on a man, chances are, man, listen.
Yo.
You know you're not condoning it. Yeah.
Here's the crazy part. It's like I'm Asian. I'm considered bottom of the barrel. Like Indian dudes and Asian guys are the bottom barrel of the dating, in the dating space. You know what I'm saying? And I like black women. So guess what? My game has to be tight. That means I have to be very confident. That means I have to stand up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what. And then that's what I'm saying. It's like if you don't have that, if you don't have anyone teaching you that, you know what I mean, to be kind of like stand up. And I get it with the Fresh and Fit. I think a lot of what they're saying is okay. It's just the way they're presenting it and the way they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
They're reading it. They don't have first-hand experience of whatever they're talking about. You know what I mean? Maybe they're learning it now. You know what I mean? But
I know exactly what you mean. And here's the thing. It's all about working on what you think that are your deficiencies, right? And right now, yeah, you have a point. Like Indian guys, Asian guys, they're not really looked at different. But dude, you sound like a dude that like I don't like black women would probably be attracted to that because your culture. Like real talk, your culture. You seem like the cool dude. Like that's what it is. So you build a personality around it, and you're different. But most people, like this wheat waffles dude, accepts what their corner is. Oh, well, your eyebrows aren't angled, in the right Fibonacci sequence. So girls aren't gonna be attracted to you. It's like, hey, bro, get you some help and some counseling. Real talk. But we gonna start wrapping it, winding it down, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Hey, we got another one. Okay, we got another live stream coming up on 9:45 Central Time. All right, it's gonna be in the end day. We're gonna talk about some dating stuff. So, guys, we're gonna have a calling portion. Feel free to come on board. We'll have you guys in there. Hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. What y'all doing over here, man? Come on, giving you guys sweet content. All right, so we're gonna have a late night show. It's gonna be dope, but bringing it back, grind and motivate. Special guest being here, man. Real talk. I would like to have you on more. If you want to do more content, let's go ahead and do this. Perfect. Let's do it. We'll set up a time. We'll keep doing this. We could do that too. I like the whole video reaction stuff too. We can literally just do something like this too. Yeah, get the video reaction and stuff like that. Yeah. Hey guys, you got anything to say to grind and motivate?
Yo, you rock.
Thank you for having me, bro. Yeah, so I fuck with you. Brian, my nigga, do me a favor, man. Continue doing those shows, boy. Continue doing those skits, man. They should be funny as hell, bro.
I'm about to get something.
You start doing that shit, my nigga. I ain't fucking with you no more, yo.
Oh, man. I'm gonna get on.
Hey, Poppy.
I don't watch too many YouTubers, my nigga, but you one of them. So go and support me, man. I fuck with you, my nigga.
Hey, his channel's name is Grind and Motivate, man. He's not stopping anytime soon, man. And we here too. We don't keep pumping out these content, man. All together, man. Real talk. Anything you gotta say, Jay?
Like I said, everybody on this cast is freaking cool. Grind, you a beast. Duke, you a beast, man. Keep doing you.
Appreciate it, brother.
Bro, just not meeting you, man. Listen, I'll tell you right now, bro. You are Asian with some confidence. I respect that, brother. Like I said, I don't discriminate against race. Whether we all men here, I don't discriminate you because of your color. I actually give you more freaking courage and more benefit to the doubt because you said you love black women, and also to the fact that you exude that confidence to be more than what you are, which is really good. I think a lot of brothers need to. I'll say this before I go. A lot of brothers need to work on their weaknesses and just make sure they don't have them no more, to the point where it's like, I don't have that little thing that was holding me back. Now, that cut of the crop is gone, so now I'm good. And I think every young cat should be able to learn from their father, but also their grandfather too. Like I said, not just for the women, but also for the men too. But brothers, y'all some cool people.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate the love.
Yeah.
Pro.
What up? Yo, man, I watch both of y'all content, so it's dope. You know what I mean? Like again, it's funny because I'm like kind of the last generation from the Bay that's Asian that's like this. Actually, a lot of us are like this.